All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Hope everybody's having a great Monday, man. It's a great Monday. It's been deemed by Kobe Bryant Day. So rest in peace to the Black Mamba. Also, we also know what's going on with the injustice in the world, and it's just sad, man. It's just sad. It's never going. I don't, man. Anyway, I'm gonna try to stay on topic here, man. Also, continue to hit me up on Instagram. If you guys want to chop it up with or just talk with me, I'll leave links down below. Check out the links down below for the merch stuff I created. But let's talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder as well as the Houston Rockets. Now, first of all, the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets are a team that live by the three, man. They live by the three. And they was cooking at one point. They came out in the second half 8 of 8, and I thought it was just going to be too much for the Thunder to handle. And all of a sudden, they just went ice cold, man. Ice cold. It was crazy. I think they were like 3 for 21 at one point. Now, they did set a record for the most threes in a game. So, most 3 attempts in a game, for whatever that's worth. But they literally did not, they just went cold. And you know what you're starting to see, and I'm starting to be more and more apprehensive about this, is the fact that people are constantly trying to they're giving up twos. They're giving up easy buckets to dump it out for the 3. Could we please take the 2? Because it's just simple mathematics. Like, did we lose mathematics in this? Like, it's simple mathematics. If the shooting percentage is 50 or 60% inside the 3 and outside the 3 is 30%, go for the high percentage shot. I understand that people want to, get the 3. And then what happens is a lot of these teams go back and forth trying to get 3s, and then whichever team decides, all right, we're gonna take the easy shot or try to create the contact, that's ultimately the team that end up winning. So now the thing is, if you can get hot from 3, that's a wrap. It's just what it is. If you can get hot from 3, it's a wrap. It is what it is. But a lot of times I'm watching, and not just this game, man. I've been watching so many different games where people are literally, layup. Like, these are layups, and instead of taking the layups, they'll dish it out for the 3. Come on, man. Get that to me. That to me is that, but this is not a one team problem. This is becoming an NBA problem, and you got people that are just not good 3-point shooters deferring to 3s, either because they don't want to get contact, they don't want to go to the foul line, or something in them says, hey, 3 is more than 2. Yeah, but you got to also know your numbers. What is the calculation? What the mathematics say? A guaranteed 2 over probable 3, I take. Just simple. It's like an old saying, I'm from the country, so we say a bird in the hand is worth more than 2 in the bush, if that makes sense. So, so I really didn't. I kind of don't like that. But I will say this: I'm not sure when Russ will be back. I think at one point they probably felt like we probably gonna need him this series, and now like, okay, we might actually need him this series. But I don't know when he's scheduled to come back, if he'll be ready for the next game or not. And if so, the one thing too is you don't want Russ to come back pressing. You ain't got to press it. Just be you, and they'll get out of this series. But with that being said, man, let's give some credit to the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. The Oklahoma City Thunder, this is a Cinderella story, man. Like, they quoted on the telecast today. They said they had a 0.2% chance of even making the playoffs. Now they're tied in a series with the Houston Rockets, who are a legitimate title contender. And I'm going to say that again, a legitimate title contender. So hats off to the Thunder, man. Gilchrist Alexander, Schroeder, that's another guy who just been going about doing his thing. And apparently Chris Paul has been pretty much the best closer in the NBA this year. I'm going to be honest. I did not know that. So one thing about a young team, and when you got like a person like Chris Paul as a mentor, but you also got a young team that's playing, the one thing about it is when those young kids, when they get confidence, it's like going to the playground with your big brother. You know what I'm saying? You go to the playground with your big brother, and you know you got a little more pep in your stuff. See, I'm just talking about myself. I ain't gonna bother nobody, but I got big bro. Oh, I might talk a little smack because big bro with me. And I think that's how they starting to feel like I think this is a perfect role for Chris Paul. See, Chris Paul don't get along with a lot of, he's direct. He's into doing things. Some people say he's a good teammate. Some people say he's a bad teammate. I don't know, but whatever he is in OKC, it's working because no one, and I repeat, no one had them in the playoffs this year. No one, I didn't hear that one time. Like, yo, don't forget Oklahoma. Nobody said that. No one said that. But they're right there competing. And to me, what you're seeing is in this, I would say, neutral environment is it hurts the better teams, and it really helps the lesser teams. The reason why, because the better teams, they already come and feel like, we the team. But then when you get that crowd behind them, it's like an avalanche. But when you're in that neutral spot, it's just mano and mano. They got a little manufactured crowd noise, but it's not the same. So where a home team will have that extra momentum is different. Because if in the waiting games of like, I'll give you a prime example. That last shot that Houston, the three that Harden made at the end, where he just did a quick turnaround. Had he been at home, that home crowd would have went crazy. They went crazy. But he made it. There was nothing. Okay. And to go back down the court, it's a different feeling. Also, the crowd plays on the visiting team so much that sometimes the crowd is like on you, is added pressure. So you take that away. These young kids that can't really deal with it because they ain't mature enough or don't feel the pressure. This is like a pressureless environment, and it's working for the lesser teams. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, do I still I like Houston in this series, but Oklahoma have something to say, and they're doing it with a style of play that everyone is happy and just coming out to. There's no pressure when nothing is expected from you. The most dangerous person is someone with nothing to lose. Oklahoma ain't supposed to be here. They ain't got nothing to lose. So for them to upset a team like the Rockets, it'll be great. It'll be great for them. So with that being said, man, I just want to say Oklahoma now feels that they got a legitimate shot. So it's going to be good. Ultimately, I think Houston to get this thing done, but watch out because that team is led by Chris Paul. And if it get close and the Rockets ain't cooking from the three, don't be surprised if an upset happen, even though I don't think it will. But we'll see, guys. Also, man, we all know what's going on in the world, man. I've been trying to stay focused on this video, but we got to change, man. Things got to get better. They got to. It's just getting crazy out here, man. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll try to stay focused. I promise. You guys, until next time, you guys be great.